Do you know how many blacks in America have been lost to Islam? It's outrageous. That's not your tribe. Your tribe is Judah. Muhammad's tribe enslaved you. Why would you convert to Muhammad's tribe when you're of King David's tribe? Don't convert to the tribe that enslaved you and then sold you to Ashkenazi ship merchants.
The Arab slave trade was absolutely devastating to African people. It was a trauma akin to the Atlantic slave trade. I'm not going to play a Prussian Olympics between the Atlantic slave trade and the Arab slave trade, but I'll simply say this. The Arab slave trade was at least 700 years before the Atlantic slave trade, was no less dehumanizing or horrific, and on top of that, it lasted much longer. One example of the shockingly dehumanizing character of the Arab slave trade comes from a British traveler to East Africa named David Livingstone. David Livingstone was a traveling British physician and Christian missionary in East Africa. He became very popular for his journey into Africa and writing on his experience. His first-hand eyewitness account of the Arab slave trade really increased his knowledge across the world. What he witnessed seems to have a great impact on him in a very disturbing way, and he makes it very clear how he felt about it. To overdraw its evils is a simple impossibility. We passed a slave woman shot or stabbed through the body and lying on the path. Onlookers said an Arab who passed early that morning had done it in anger at losing the price he had given for her because she was unable to walk any longer. We passed a woman tied by the neck to a tree and dead. We came upon a man dead from starvation. The strangest disease I have seen in this country seems really to be brokenheartedness, and it attacks free men who have been captured and made slaves. All the horrors of the Atlantic slave trade can be found in the Arab slave trade. For whatever reason, the Atlantic slave trade is simply more popular.
More black Negroes have been lost to Islam in the 20th century than any other believing, Bible-believing group. It's outrageous because they don't want you to know who you really are and what tribe you're from, but you're not from Muhammad's tribe. You are a regal Negro class from the royal house of Judah. It's outrageous to me. Islam is not the black man's religion. It's for those of the Banu Hasham clan of the Quraysh tribe. That's who it's for. It's not from the tribe of Judah. Never was, never will be. It was never the religion of the Negro nomads in Africa, because they were exiled from the kingdom of Judah. In Joel chapter 3 verse 6, it talks about these indigenous black Africans in collusion with the Ashkenazi, because they were selling the Negro house of Judah to the Greeks. And who did the Greeks? The Greeks, they invented democracy, didn't they? Didn't they just? You see, Africans weren't selling their own people. They were selling a tribe that had encroached upon their land. And they wanted to get paid by Islam, and Islam wanted to get paid by the Ashkenazi ship merchants.